Your students are in their teams and ready to talk. What should they talk about? Hello, my name is Dr. Esther Trufan, and I've been teaching and assessing teamwork at the university level for over 10 years. And in my experience, that first conversation between the students in the classroom on the first day is essential in setting the tone of their productive collaboration. In order to set it right, I usually use a guided team constitution, which simply means that as the students are placed randomly in their teams, each team is going to get a copy of this guide. And you can find the exact copy I use at the experimentium.org website. Go to Instructor Resources, Teamwork Resources, scroll down, and you will see Team Constitution Guide instructions. Once each group gets a copy, they begin their conversations. There's lots of questions, and if you would like to add more questions, you can certainly edit that document to satisfy your needs. The most important for me is the communication aspect. And I don't hesitate to spend a little bit of time challenging my students to think about their meaningful collaboration and respectful tone. And I specifically bring up the task of, well, if you want to ask your colleagues or your team members for something, what is the right time to ask them? And if you want to get a quick answer, what is the best mode to initiate that communication? Should that be an email, a phone call, a text, a Zoom call, or something else? And at that point, the students can engage in their preferred mode of communication type discussions. It is also important when establishing a respectful tone of when is it okay to contact your team members? Are they available past midnight? Do they work during the day? Do they have other responsibilities that they have to satisfy? If so, set boundaries and set them early and enforce them. Another consideration, which is quite common, is how many times will you follow up and how much time do you allow between those follow-ups? If you send the first email and you do not get a response in 5 minutes, is it okay to send another one? Or is there a respectful amount of time that you should wait? All of these conversations, early and often, will benefit the students. Once they completed their tasks for each other and they make their commitments to how they're going to behave towards each other, ask them to sign this document. If they signed it, collect them, take it with you, and during the next class period, bring back a copy and hand it back to them. Tell them this is a document that you will hold them responsible for. If that's the case, and something goes wrong, when you will have your next discussion with their teams because something went wrong, you will pull up this document and ask them, which of your commitments did you honor and which ones did you not? If there needs to be adjustments, revisions, you can do that at that time. But these team constitutions and the associated discussions are a healthy and effective way for students to advocate for their needs, assert their boundaries, and establish what they believe at that time to be effective and productive collaborative skills.